Good morning and welcome everyone to our day 11 of 28 of our 28-day yoga challenge. My name is Antoinette. Today's practice is going to be a mid-body practice. We'll be focusing on abdominal muscles. Our equipment today will just be your yoga mat, a strap, and 2 blocks and something to pad your knees. We may or may not use the strap, but have it close by in the event that you need to kind of lengthen the arms in what we're doing. So let's get started. We're going to start off today in Sukhasana, in our easy pose. Either sitting on the mat or sitting on the floor, a bolster rather. Coming into this present moment by closing the eyes or keeping the gaze soft if that feels better for you. Take a good breath in and out to start our practice. Feel the rise and the fall of the chest. Notice any noises that you hear around you. Maybe outside, you hear birds or a car passing or your neighbors. And then just notice the sounds of your own home inside. Maybe it's a pet or a family member, or maybe it's just the hum of the refrigerator or the heater, the furnace. So you're aware of those things, but you dial in to become present with where you're sitting right here on this mat. This here and now. This moment is the perfect teacher. As you breathe in and out, sitting the body up a little taller, feeling the effects of the last 11 days as we practice together. Stronger, vital, vibrant. Take one more good deep breath in. Exhale out audibly. Let's do that one more time. As you inhale in and exhale out audibly. And then opening the eyes now as we begin our practice together. Let's bring the arms down beside us and then raise up as we inhale in. Good deep inhale, circling the wrists. Point and flexing the fingers. Let's twist over to the left side. Right hand to that left knee, left hand right behind us. We'll push the torso up. Take a good belly breath in and out. See if you're able to twist from the abdomen and take a look over that left shoulder today. Belly breath in and out. Come back up, reach up and extend, both arms coming up. And then we'll twist over to the right side. Left hand to that right knee, right hand right behind you. And take a good deep breath in and out. Belly breath. So our goal today as we come into our abdominals, come back to your reaching up, your neutral phase, and then let's come and fan it out, is to take that navel back toward the spine, opening up the chest. And then drawing the arms in together, we'll round the back. Inhale, coming out. Let somebody else in. Exhale, coming together. Inhale as we reach out and extend. And exhale together. Last time. Inhale to come out. Reach out. Exhale to come together. And then let's just bring our hands down beside us, roll the shoulders back and forward. Making the adjustment to your neck. So maybe you just take your right ear to your right shoulder, left ear to your left shoulder, just kind of waking up the body on this Saturday morning, taking a look up and down, or just moving the head if that feels good to do so. And then let's roll over onto our hands and knees so we can get right into our abdominals, patting your knees if you need that. Let me let somebody else in. Pat the hands down, coming into a few cat-cows as we go. Let me just do a quick shot. So welcome to those who just came on. Let's inhale to sway. Really feel that extension as you go, that lengthening along the chest from the top of the chin area all the way down toward the navel of the spine. Then start to round. This first one, take a little sway from side to side. We did lower body yesterday, so you may be feeling the effects of that. So maybe you hinge in from one side to the other, kind of like a little puppy wagging its tail, slowly, just feeling that the energy and movement. Coming back to stillness, let's inhale in as we sway, and exhale to round. Tap the fingertips, send the shoulder heads up, sway a little from side to side. Patting the hands as you inhale in, exhale to round. And come back. Let's take our left foot out. Spray the toes of that left foot out. Push back on that left calf. Squeeze your left buttock as you press back. Come up onto the ball of that foot. Continue that squeeze. You're engaging that left leg and then push back on that left calf. Come up and back. Come over onto the shoelaces part of the feet if you want. Push back again. Today we're going to grab your block. Have it up at the top of your mat. I have it on my midway point. I'm holding it. Left hand is on the mat. We're going to lift that left leg up and draw that block out. Now you're balancing. Your gaze is down toward the mat. You're focusing on your breath. So you're kicking out with that left heel. The toes are down on the mat and you're extending that right arm. Really breathe and hold. So like we do in our plank pose, focusing on your breath, you're pushing away from the floor with that left hand so you're not collapsing into that left arm. And you're kicking out and lifting up that left leg a little bit higher as you go, engaging your core as you continue to hold this posture. Take one more good deep breath in, and then let everything come down. We're going to go right over to the other side. If you needed to shake out that left wrist, do that. Right hand down to the mat and left hand as well. Remember, you can come to your forearms if you need a break. We're pushing back on that right leg now as we push back on that right heel. Take the movement that resonates with you this morning, coming up onto the ball of the foot and then pushing back on that heel. And as you push back, squeeze your right leg, squeeze your right butt up, and then come up again. So that you're using and accessing that right leg in a powerful sort of way, waking up the muscles. Taking the block into your left hand, we're going to reach and extend with that left arm and then draw that right foot up. Toes down, and we're holding here. Let the neck be long as you look down toward the mat. Balancing on that right hand and left knee as you kick out with that right foot, and we focus on our breath. So you can even say to yourself, breathing in, I know I am breathing in. And breathing out, I know I am breathing out. I'm conscious of this breath. I'm grateful for this breath. I feel power in this breath. Good deep inhales and exhales. As you continue to hold, reaching and extending with that right foot. You can even point and flex. If you start to get bored in postures that we might go into, remember, there are things you can do. You have tools that you know from our practices together. And now bring that right knee down and the left hand down, and let's come into a very relaxed child's pose. So taking the knees toward the edges of the mat, we can sink our buttocks back toward our heels or come into puppy pose. Let's have our forearms down on the mat. just so we can get a really good quick rest. Forehead down on the mat as well. Now in this rest, remember you can add in pelvic floor if you want. On the exhale, squeezing the pelvic floor, or just take the rest because we're going to be doing a lot of work shortly. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's come into forearm planks. Our hands are right out in front of us, right where they should be. Remember to find your shoulder width apart by clasping the elbows. We're going to send the pelvis down, the legs come out long. Let's stretch first. Open up as you lift the body, the upper body up. Drag the elbows toward the midline so that the heart, the chest starts to come through. A little counter force there. Take a little nod down to the floor and a little look over from the left shoulder to the right shoulder, just freeing up the neck muscles. And then tucking the toes under, start to jut the pelvis down toward the floor as you scoop the tailbone under, engage your buttocks, so really squeeze the cheeks together. Squeeze here. Pelvis is still on the floor right now, so we're just focusing on that squeeze of the buttocks. Try to maintain that as we start to lift the hips up off the floor. Cave in the belly so that the navel comes back toward the spine. You're arching your belly, arching your back rather, and making that belly concave as we lift up. Push away from the floor. Maybe the buttocks are just slightly up, that's okay. More so, I want you to tuck the buttocks under so you're really using that core strength. Taking a look down at the mat, taking a good breath in and out. Again, we're holding this posture, so if you wanted to lift your feet up, go there, and if you don't today, just hold. You got this. Steady and ease. Sthira and Sukha as we continue this breath together. In and out. Remember, you can drop a knee down if you need to, but continue to push away. Inhaling, exhaling. You can grip the mat just slightly with the fingertips as you continue that pull, that breath. And then bring the hips down. Great job. Come onto your belly just for a quick rest. Hands to the shins. Take a little shimmy. Hands to your palm, your tops of your hands. A little shimmy of the hips. That's a different body part. Okay. Little humor there. Whew. And then we're going to come back. So we're going to lift up so that we can go right into bird dog and do a couple more sets. So come back into your tabletop posture now. Have your block at the top of your mat or not, you don't have to use it. But we're going to be taking that right foot up, so bending that right knee, sole of that right foot up on the mat. We're going to extend that left arm. Now we're going to crunch it in, taking the block in toward the knee, and then we're reaching out. Take it in. So I'm keeping that right knee bent, so that way I can focus more as I come in on the crunch, engaging the core as I draw out on the inhale and then exhale to come in. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 6 and 5, 4, keep that knee into the midline. 2 and 1. Great job. We're switching right over to the other side. Left hand down, left knee's bent, flexed and up. Right hand comes out. Inhaling as you come out. Exhaling, knee to elbow to knee. Reach and extend, and elbow to knee. Reach and extend, and elbow to knee. Inhale. 6. Inhale. 5. Inhale. 4. Inhale. 3. Inhale. 2. Inhale. 1. Great job. Remove that block. Come off of our hands. Let's reach up and extend. Both arms coming up. We're just going to stretch here. We'll circle that wrist. Give ourselves a break. Reach and extend. Take that right arm down. Just roll that right shoulder back and forward. Head up. Reach up toward the ceiling. Let's head over to the right side. See if you're able to let that right hand travel down the knee. Really jut out that left hip. Take that left hand back behind you. Bring it forward. Just stretching. Reach and extend. Both arms coming up. Exhale down left arm. Circle that right wrist. Breathe and reach. And then let's head over to the left side. Let that left hand travel down the knee. Open up as you take your right arm slightly behind you. And then head forward. Reach and extend. Both arms coming up. And exhale down. Just roll the shoulders backwards and forwards. Good job. Coming back to that second plank. We're going to be doing 3 today. We got this. Now, you can either be hands straight, or you can come down to forearm. This is your choice today. But however you start, first bring the pelvis down. So you can either be in an upward facing dog. The feet are slightly together, maybe just a little bit spread apart. Tuck the toes under, start to scoop that tailbone under so you immediately start to engage your core. So you're down on your forearms or you're up on your hands, your choice. Then lift up. Now scoop the tailbone under. So you have a little bend in that, like micro bend in the lower back, but you're really engaging your core. If you're up on your arms with your on your palms, then really push away from the floor so you feel the strength and stability of that upper body. You're not caving in. Breathe here as you go. If you want, again, you could lift one leg up and then the other, or you can tap on the left corner of the mat and then the right corner of the mat. So just, if you start to get bored, then do that. Again, squeeze your buttocks. So that's really important because that's helping power you to stay up in your plank as you breathe. And out. Good deep breath in. Exhale out. One more good deep breath in. And exhale out. Come down. Come onto your knees. Come off of your hands. Let's reach up. Good deep inhale. Take a circle of your wrists. Clasp the hands together. Steeplechase the fingertips. Start to make a circle. Now, as you make a circle and you start to come in toward the camera, engage your core. So tighten up the abdominals as you make that circle. Go in the opposite direction. And go again. Good job. Reaching up and extending, both arms coming up. Let's take that right arm down. Reach and extend. Little stretch over to the right. Come on up. Exhale down left arm. Reach and extend, and then head over to the left. Come on up. Inhaling. And then circle down and around. We're going to do something called mountain climbers today. So I had you in that plank position for a reason. Now again, if this doesn't work, you need to bring your forearms down to the mat. This is a little more challenging to do this, but this gives you a little bit of a break on your wrist. So we're going to bring ourselves back into plank now. Okay, and then I'm actually going to come up so you can see me a little bit better. We're going to take our right knee up and then bring it back. Our left knee up and then bring it back. So like you're climbing up a hill on your hands, we're going to climb and climb. Continue that climb. We're going for 12, 11, 10. Push away from the floor. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down to your knees, come off of your hands. We're going to go into camel. Teaching you this because on Valentine's Day, we're going to be doing heart openers. So I wanted to kind of show you this today. We're on our knees, our feet are hip width distance apart. We've tucked our toes under. If you don't want to do that, you can have your shoelaces part of your feet on the mat. We're going to inhale just your left arm, reach up and extend, and then windmill that left arm back. The left arm can be like you're going to place your hand in your back pocket. It can be here, or if you have that reach and you want to head towards your ankles, you can do that. Now let's go with the left arm. So reach and extend. So either your hands in your back pocket or your hands on your heel. And then we're going to circle that over and down. So now you have both hands on your heels or both hands on your back pockets. This is called camel pose. And this is a heart opener. So we're opening up the front of the chest. We're giving ourselves our shoulders a little bit of a break. We have a tiny back bend and we're stretching our abdomen. And you can go as much as you want. So if your hands are on the heels, you're bringing the hips forward and you're engaging your core, your buttocks. So you're not just kind of being in this position, it's an active pose. To come out of it, you can take one hand up and then the other, and then bring your hands back to prayer. So that's kind of a nice stretch. Gently start to round the back so that you can just balance out that posture, and then let's come back again. We're going to make our way down to the floor to start doing some abdominals on the floor. So if you have a bolster, move that. I'm going to take a quick sip of tea. Come down where backs are on the mat. And let's get going. So the climber that we just did, we're going to reverse that and be a bicycle now. So first, knees are bent. Start to flatten that lower back in the mat. Scoop the tailbone up. So I can't emphasize that enough when I say that, because you're really starting to use those abdominal muscles as you go. We're going to draw our right knee up. So first we're going to march, then we'll bicycle. Right knee up, left knee up. Right knee up and left knee up. Now I'm toe touching as I go. So I'm just dipping my toe in the water and I'm drawing the knees up. I'm taking the knees as close to my chest as possible, so I'm really getting those abdominal muscles as I touch my toe into the water. My shoulders are calm, so you can bring your palms up or down, your choice, but really focus more on dialing into the abdominal core rather than using the shoulders or the accessory muscles in the neck to make this action happen. So see if you're able to really kind of drill down toward the abdomen. Now take that right leg long, left knee is bent, and now we're going to switch. And then we're going to switch. So we're going to do these exercises in a minute again. And then for those who want to take their elbow to their knee, we're going to do that. But for right now, we're focusing more on the action. So my feet are relatively high, so that way, again, I can flatten my lower back into the mat. I'm protecting my body as I go, and I'm focusing on my breath. And we're just switching back and forth as we go. You should be feeling that. And if you want to get lower, you can with your legs. Just continue to make sure that the lower body is on the mat and you're not hiking up, because we don't want to have any sort of issues of the abdomen, like a hernia from what you're doing, right? So we want to be able to protect ourselves, remembering ahimsa, doing no harm to our bodies, really focusing in on the correct posture so that we're practicing safely. Draw your knees in toward your chest. Let's take a little rest here. Rock a little bit back and forth from side to side. Breathing here. So we're going to be doing those marches and then the bicycles again, but we're going to be, if you would like to add your upper body to intensify that action, then we can do that. You can do that. So first we're going to start off by having the knees bent. You are taking the fingertips of that right hand and left hand behind the head, resting the shoulders on the mat. Take a good breath in, exhale out. We're going to dip that right toe down, come up and elbow to knee, and then dip and change. So here you are, if you want. Or you can do the exact same posture that we were just doing before. All good. And let's go for 12 and 11. So I'm going back and forth for 1, 10, and 9, 8, and 7, 6, you should be feeling it, and 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Come down for a quick rest, take a good deep inhale in, exhale out. Another good deep inhale in. Take a little loll of the head from side to side. Exhale out. Now we're going to add those bicycles. We're taking our left leg long, right knee up, taking our elbow toward our knee, and now we're going to switch. Make sure that that lower back is flat on the mat. Now, how can you do that? Take your feet a little higher toward the ceiling, and you can start to flatten that out. So you're protecting your body, but you're still getting a great exercise. And now let's go for 12 and 11, 10, breathe, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Let's rest. Take your knees in towards your chest. We're going to come into happy laughing baby, grabbing the soles of your feet with your hands, or you can take the strap straight across the sole of your foot, your choice. Find that nice stretch. Let the lower back soften. Let the arms soften. Take a little sway as you move over the spine from side to side. That should feel really good. And then being playful like a child, you can grab your great toes with your peace fingers and send one leg out long, stretching the inner thigh, and then the other. Making this your restful, playful reset before we go into the next set. Breathing here, taking that little rest, and then release that bind, send the feet up toward the ceiling. We'll do candy canes next. So again, let the shoulders soften, dip your left toe down to the water, right foot is high. So remember, you can be here, or you can bring your hand up towards your foot when you kick up. So you can be here, or you can be here. Either way, take your time to straighten up the leg and feel your body as it moves. So almost like slow motion. Just because I'm counting in one way doesn't mean that you have to go that pace. You go at your pace. This is your practice. Your body on your mat on day 11. Let's go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, bring the body long, bring the arms over the head. Reach and extend really gently and slowly, because that might be very intense having done what we were just doing. Squeeze your buttocks as you reach. So buttocks come off the mat as you squeeze, and then let everything relax. Walk your feet and hands toward the right corners of your mat and take a little stretch here, gently grasping that left wrist with the right hand. Take a little C shape of the body. Feel a lengthening along the left side of the body as you breathe. Walk the feet back toward the midline. Let's head over to the left corners of the mat. Gently grasp your right wrist with your left hand and C-shape the body. Breathe here as you go. And let's come back to the midline. Hug the knees back in toward the chest, gently and slowly. And then we're going to bring the feet up into Viparita Karani. And we'll start our crossovers. Now remember, you can keep the neck down or you can bring the shoulders off. But first, draw the feet toward the crown of the head so you're scooping that tailbone up and you're engaging your core immediately by flexing the feet. So you can have a gentle bend in the knee. I have a gentle bend in my knee. I'm more so focused on that scoop. Then I'm going to lift up and let's go. Touching one toe then the other. And finding your breath as you go. Continue the touch and crossover. Head to your ankles. Head to the shins. I'm crossing my arms over my legs now as I go. Heading to the knees. Now both arms are on one side or the other. One side or the other. Keep going. You can go slowly, focusing more on that extension. And then head to the knees. So remember, I'm getting just as much, if I don't have my head off the mat, I'm still getting something because I'm working more on the upper body. I'm crossing over and still kind of feeling that burn in a good way. Let's head up to the shins. Continue that cross. Focus on your breath. Almost there. We're heading to our ankles, heading to our toes. Continue to touch the toes. You got this. Keep going. Back and forth. And come on down. Hug the knees in toward the chest. Great job. Good deep inhale. And an exhale. Little rock back and forth from side to side. Bring the body out long. So slowly bring the feet down to the mat. Bring your legs long. Draw the arms overhead. We're just stretching here. Take opposite hand and opposite foot. Stretch and breathe. Awesome. Knees come back up as we're going to come into a few bridge postures, and then we'll add in some abs there too. So first find your heels with your fingertips. Lower back flattens into the mat, but we start to dip the tailbone, scooping it up, pelvis up toward the ceiling. Engage your buttocks by squeezing. Let's come up. Hold that. Come down halfway and then push it back up again. Halfway, come on up. So you're pulsing slowly. As you come up, you're squeezing your buttocks, making a concerted effort to squeeze as you come up. Really feel the feet flat on the mat. So you're feeling the points of contact that the feet are making as you push the body up. Again, noticing proprioceptively where you are on your mat, being aware and present of what you're doing. We're not just making motions, We have intention. Continue that pulse. As you come up, remember that squeeze. Continue that pulse. You should really be feeling that in your buttocks and your hips. One more good deep breath in and out. And come on down, take your left foot to your right knee. Right foot on the mat, press that left knee away from the body. You can gently just take that left knee down just a couple of inches toward the floor or mat. We're just kind of opening up. And then gently rotate over so that the right knee starts to head over toward the right side of the mat. We're just moving and stretching a little bit in the hips. Come back to stillness, draw the right foot off the mat, thread your hands through and catch the back of that right hamstring. Drawing that right knee into the chest, we can point and flex that right foot. As we breathe, back flat into the mat. And right foot down and left foot down. Go to the other side. Right foot to the left knee, pressing that right knee away from the body. Gently drawing the knee over toward the left side. And then coming back to center and heading the right knee over to the right side. We're just stretching here. The arm can be on the mat. We're coming back into the midline and drawing that left foot off the mat, threading our hands through and catching the back of that left hamstring, pulsing or circling the ankle. Breathing as we go. We're going to be rolling ourselves over onto our right side to do some dips on right and left side, and then we'll come back to those mountain climbers. Then we'll come back to our backs. So that's generally what we're going to be doing. Left foot's going to come down, right foot's going to come down. We're rolling over onto our left side. Feet are long. We're coming onto the forearms of that left arm. So you can be here, elbow right underneath the shoulder. We're lifting the body up, so not collapsing it in. This can be you here. You can take your right foot, bending it, and let that left leg be long, and then come up. So you can be here, dip the hip down, and then back up again. Or if you want to add to your practice, you can come all the way up and then come down. So let's go for 6 and 5, 4, engage your core, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Great job. Swing your legs forward for a stretch. Reach and extend. My knees are bent. Yours can be too, or you can be with your calves to the mat. Inhaling. As we exhale, we're going to forward fold. Just bringing our feet in the hands in the direction of our feet, or touching the toes. Come on up. Inhaling. As we exhale, forward fold. Reach and extend. And come on down. Let's come on to our right forearm. Left feet come out. Again, setting yourselves up. So this side might be different from the other. Now, if you want to even add more and you wanted to come all the way up, you can do that too. So there's lots of ways to get into this posture. Just requires balance. Let's go down and come back up. Come down and up. Come on down and up. Come on down and up. 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. Come on down. Great job. Swing the legs back. One last stretch. Reach and extend. And forward fold. Reach and extend. And forward fold. Inhale. And exhale. Swing the legs around. We're coming back into our tabletop. Block or no block, your choice. I'm going to use no block today. I'm going to take my right foot up. We're going to pulse it for 6, 5, 4. Let that knee come into the midline. 3, 2, 1. Left arm out. Draw knee and elbow in. Come on up. Draw it in. And up. Come on in. Up. Draw it in. Up. Draw it in. And out. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to come in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Great job. Switch it out. Left knee comes up, right hand comes out. Reach and extend. Inhaling. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, come out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. 2. 1. Bring it down. Knees out toward the edges of the mat or puppy pose. Come into child's pose. Quick stretch. Let everything soften. Good deep inhale here. Exhale out. Letting everything soften. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. Forearm plank. Pelvis down. Shoelaces part of the feet on the mat. Shoulders hip, shoulder length apart. And we start to push the chest through for a nice stretch. Squeeze the buttocks. Send the torso up high. You're looking at the top of your mat. Tuck your toes. Scoop your tailbone. Squeeze the buttocks. Lift up. Hold that here. Breathing in. Really scoop the belly. Tuck the tailbone. Squeeze the buttocks. And squeeze. Good deep inhale here and an exhale out. Inhale here and an exhale out. Push away from the floor. Continue that squeeze. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Come all the way down. So either be forearms to do your mountain climbers, or if you want to bring your arms long and straight, go there. So first push your torso up so you're stretching. Come into tabletop if we're going to do straight arm, or stay in your forearm, you know where we're going to go. Tuck the toes, come into your plank pose, and then we're going to take one knee up and then the other. If you're on forearm, you can just bring your knee out toward the edges of the mat. So you're kind of climbing in a different sort of way. Take one knee up and then the other. You're rotating your elbows right underneath your shoulders so that you feel your body pushing. You're pushing away from the floor. Continue that climb for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Come off of your hands. We did it. Reach up and extend, both arms coming up. And exhale down. Roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward. Let's smile. We're going to do a few more mat exercises on our backs, but the planks are over. Each reach up and extend. Exhale down. Come on to our backs. So buttocks down. Feet come out onto our backs. Going back to those toe dips. So first start to march. We have our backs and necks on the mat, and we're taking one knee up and then the other. We're just dipping our toe into the water. Dip and dip. Flatten your lower back. And now if you want to add to that, this time you could cross over as you draw a knee up. So you can take your head off to cross, or you can keep your head on the mat, but cross. Now, as you cross, make a very concerted effort to go on one side or the other. So you get that good crossover and add load to what you're doing. Continue your cross. Focus on your breath. Flatten that lower back in the mat. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, hug the knees in toward the chest. A little rock back and forth from side to side. Take the feet up toward the ceiling. Point the toes like you're going to paint a circle. Go as big or small as you want. When you come up so that the feet are toward the crown of the head, lift the buttocks slightly off the mat so you're using your core, and then go in the opposite direction. You're not using your shoulders, you're using the core to draw the feet up toward the crown of the head. And then go in the opposite direction. You're going very slowly, so you're protecting your body. There's no reason to go fast. Switch it out. Keep the feet up, flex the feet. We're taking the feet in the shape of a V. The palms are down, so like you're going to drag your feet through sand or water, you're bringing your feet back up. Add those nuances by taking the feet toward the crown of the head, so you're using your core as you come out. You can add to that by taking your hands to your inner knees, inner thighs, and then drag your feet toward one another for a little bit more resistance. Lots of different options here to add to the practice of what you're doing. So you're getting a little bit of inner thigh, you're getting a little bit of abdominals, you're getting a little bit of upper body, depending on what you're doing. But you're going very slowly as you draw out and then come back. Coming out and then coming back. Breathing here as you go. This is just also a little bit of a rest, even though we're being active. We're not really doing anything too strenuous. So there's a reason, but we're still getting something. Once you bring the foot up, dip the left toe down. Your left hand can come to your right foot. You can bring your shoulders off the mat if you want, and then switch. And switch, switch, and switch. Switch, go, breathe, 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 and switch. Switch, 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 switch. Keep going. Four, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Neck down. If it was up, take a little sway from side to side. And then we're going to come onto the forearms. We did a little bit of this last night. Elbows right underneath the shoulders. We're taking our left knee up toward the chest, and then we're going to kick it out. Bring it up, and then kick it out. So you can be here or you can be here. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that left leg, take the toes out toward the left corner of the mat. You might need to move your hands just a little bit. We're going to pulse for 6, 5, slow pulses, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight leg raises, pulse for 6. Come back with the left knee near the right, 5, 4, press up on the upper body so you're not collapsing into the arms, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that left knee, go right over the other side. Straight leg raises, toes up, come up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that right knee, crunch it in, and kick it out. Crunch it in, kick it out. Bring it in, come out. You're getting your lower abdominals by doing this, and out. Keep going, and out. 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. Kick that right foot out. Toes come out toward the right side of the mat. And lift for 6, 5. Don't collapse into the arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come onto your backs. Reach and extend so we have a nice stretch of the upper body. Clasp the hands together. Really reach and lengthen with the steeplechase of your fingers. Breathe here, feeling that wonderful stretch. Take another good breath in and out. Draw your arms back, knees bent, scoop the tailbone, lift the hips. Take the knees out toward the edges of the mat and then come in halfway. Bring them out and then come in. As you bring them out and you squeeze together, squeezing the buttocks. Engage your core. So as you squeeze, squeeze the abdominal muscles. 6, 5, 4, squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Pulse it down and up. As you pulse up, squeeze. Pulse it down and up. Squeeze as you come up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Hug the right knee in toward the chest, extend the left leg long. Hover that left leg a couple of inches above the mat. Nose toward the knee if you want, or keep your head down. We're going to switch it out. And switch. Hold it. Draw that nose toward the knee. And switch. Your neck can also be down. That's totally great. And then switch. Your head rather. And switch. You're still getting the switch. Helps you with the lower abdominals. And switch. And switch. Just hover that left leg. As you hover, squeeze the buttock of the extended leg. Switch. You're just adding some little nuances to what you're doing to enhance the motion. Switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Land that right leg, keep the left knee bent. We're just gently going to bring that left knee across the body, stretching as we go into our final rest. Great job today. Left shoulder head rest on the mat. Take a circle of your left ankle. Belly breath in and out, feeling the abdominals that you just worked. Now's your time to start to power it down, to come into your rest. So today we can either come into Shavasana if you want, start to externally rotate, taking that left knee out toward the left side of the body, right arm comes up and over, or if you would like, you can go into just traditional Shavasana. Always mix up your rests, so you can kind of get a little bit of variety and the benefits of having the legs up or long. Left leg's going to come long. We're going to hug the right knee in. The calf of that left leg's resting on the mat now. So we're just coming into a stretch. Circle that right ankle as you draw your right knee in toward your chest. Externally rotate. So first start to take that right knee out toward the right side of the body. Left arm's going to come up and over for a stretch on the left side. May today be a beautiful, peaceful day for you all. Start to draw that right knee up. We have a beautiful day outside. And the right knee is coming all the way across the body. Maybe you can get outside today. Take a little walk. Do something outside. A little circle of that right ankle. And then come down. So find your Shavasana, either in your supine posture or with the legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. Take a moment to loll the head from one shoulder to the other. Start to lower the shoulders. So notice if they might have been hunched up toward the ears. Soften the chest. Soften the belly. Great work on the belly today. Breathing in. Softening the buttocks, or letting the long leg bones fall into the sockets if your feet are up the wall or on a chair. Softening the thighs, the calves, the feet. Letting the body melt into the floor. You've done the work, and now it's time to rest. Feel the rise and the fall of your chest. Feel peace in your body. As we come into our day 11, just softening your attention to the words. I've been thinking today about self-study. And the Sanskrit for self-study is svadhyaya. And literally it means one's own reading or self-study. It's the fourth niyama of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras and has the potential to deepen our yoga practice way beyond the mat. It's this practice of looking within ourselves to observe our habits, our patterns. It can help us learn the ways in which our mind colors our perception of life. Svadhyaya. Additionally, it can help us recognize that our true self, or our Atman, is different than how we think of ourselves. Atman is so much more. Yoga teaches that our Atman, our true self, lies underneath our ego, our identifications, the roles we play in our lives, our physical body, our habits, our pain, and the inner critic. At our core, there is deep peace, boundless compassion, kindness, and joy. There is a sense that we are energy. We are connected to something greater than ourselves. When we effectively look within ourselves, we can see and feel this truth. And it's this realization that liberates us from the chains of discontent and suffering. Slowly start to make some movement to your fingers and to your toes. Roll yourself over to your right or left side from Shavasana or Viparita Karani. Thank you, body, for bringing me to my mat today, for moving and breathing, and with gratitude that I can do these things. Thank you, body, for letting me come to a practice with my community, for letting me move and breathe together as one. Make your way up to a comfortable seat to finish our practice together. Eyes closed or gaze soft. Sit the body up tall, feeling the effects of the practice. And bringing the hands to prayer, feeling the palms touch one another, staying present with where you are in this present moment. By living with kindness, we welcome kindness into our lives. By becoming peaceful, we create peace in every experience. By living with love, our world becomes love. As we inhale, exhale as we bow together. Namaste. Thank you so much for this practice today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you all tomorrow morning for our day 12, and we'll do some upper body tomorrow. Namaste.